Ayman Khan here for Seconds Out with Caroline Dubois. You matched the environment. I quite haven't, but how are you feeling?
No, casual is very nice. You're in comfortable shoes. You're going to be walking around fine all night. I'm going to be struggling by the end of the night. But yeah, happy to be here. First time being invited to this. And yeah, it's going to be cool.
What's the latest with yourself? Can you say when your return to the ring is?
Yes, it's very exciting news. Unfortunately, I can't say too much. But there's been a fight that has been agreed. And I'm just going to wait until a few more days come by and then I can announce it. But I'm excited, you know. As I said, it's unifications that are important for me, and that's what we're planning on next.
Okay, looking forward to that news. I'll get to some news within the gym, though. First of all, Ellie Scotney, she gets a big opportunity. She signed with MVP Promotions and looking for big fights over in America now. What do you think about the opportunity presented to Ellie Scotney?
Phenomenal. You know, when I found out, I was excited for her. I was ecstatic. I was like, this is exactly all that she's wanted. You know, she's been, I believe, maybe not pushed the way that she could have been, and she's been stuck kind of in a spot for a little while, and then this has all come around. Perfect timing for her, and now she can potentially go out and unify, clean up the division, move up and weight, and become the superstar that she and obviously the whole team believe that she can be.
MVP have been signing up loads of female talent. They've signed up Savannah Marshall, they've signed up Ellie Scotney, signed up Amanda Serrano, of course. I know another brilliant female talent who might be someone that they'd be interested in. She's standing in front of me. Have you had any conversations at all with them?
No, I'm signed with Sky Sports, so obviously my contract is with them, and I don't think it's legal to be approaching somebody while they're in contract. But it's amazing. Seeing what MVP, Jake Paul, Amanda Serrano are pushing is important. I think women's boxing is kind of like women's basketball and women's football. You know, for a long time it was kind of there, but it was overlooked a little bit, and then suddenly, the last few years, there's been this massive boom, this massive push, and everybody's appreciating it and loving it, and it's blown up. And I feel like this is the same spot that women's boxing is at. It's just waiting for that push to explode. And MVP are adding fuel to the fire right now. So I'm excited. I'm very happy. And it's good to see. It's very, very good to see.
That new fight, or latest fight with Taylor and Serrano, who are you backing?
Oh, it's a very good fight. I think if they fought 100 times, the fight is going to be exciting. So there's no doubt that we're going to be in for no chance of being in for a ball fest or anything like that. I just feel in my heart that Katie Taylor's kind of got her number a little bit. You know, she's felt Amanda's power, she's felt what she does, and she's kind of sussed her out every time. And I just feel like, you know, it would be more repeat than, unfortunately, revenge.
Did you catch Eubank Jr. versus Ben the other week? What did you think?
Yeah, I was there. It was a phenomenal fight. My respect for Eubank has gone through the roof. I never really watched too much of Eubank before. Never really sat down for a whole fight of his. And this was the first time, and I was very, very satisfied. It was a good fight. They left it all in the ring, both of them, Conor Benn and Eubank. They left their heart, their gut, their soul in that ring, and really set a standard of what boxing it needs to do. You know, we've seen some fights past 3 weekends, and it has been the opposite of that. But you know, I'm happy that the British fighters and those two guys, they created that grudge match, and they fulfilled. You know, they didn't just do the talk and it fell flat. It exactly fulfilled exactly how it's supposed to. It was a great fight. I'm not too sure if I want to see it again, but it was a great fight, and the right man won, in my opinion.
What do you think of the moment where Eubank Sr. turned up?
Oh, it was amazing. The crowd went crazy, wasn't it? I remember I was sitting beside someone, and he was like, if Senior turns up and they do his walkout, I'm going to go off. And I was waiting for him because I knew he was coming. And then the guy, he went off, man, and the crowd was phenomenal. And it really seemed to give Eubank that buzz, that energy that he needed. And I'm very happy for him. He says he's made up with his dad, and they've rekindled that connection. Very made up for him. I'm very happy for him.
Eubank Jr. is talking about Canelo next. Do you think he can rise to that challenge?
No, I think that's a step too far. That's a bridge too big. Canelo's fighting Terence Crawford. Obviously, it's going to be interesting if he loses that fight. Eubank would be a good option after that, but I don't see Eubank winning that.
I'll ask you about Canelo versus Crawford too. I was there in Riyadh for that fight. William Skull, two scorecards had it close in that fight. What do you think about if Crawford was in front of Canelo? Could he beat him?
Definitely. That fight was not a very good performance from Canelo. He looked old. He looked slow. He looked a shell of himself. But there's an argument there that Skull is definitely not anyone that you're going to get up for. It's not an exciting fight. Skull's style is very negative, and it's so hard to get in the ring with someone who's so negative. And he's literally running around the ring, and it's not perfect for Canelo's style. So there's an argument for that. But watching that fight, it's like you can see that Terence Crawford has a chance. You know, power-wise, I think Terence Crawford has a chance. Size-wise, I think he can be quite big, and he looks like he puts on a bit of weight himself. So I'm excited for that fight. I think it's going to be a 50-50 fight, especially after that performance.
Whether Daniel's now confirmed for that Oleksandr Usyk rematch, has he done enough to turn the defeat into a victory the second time round, do you feel?
I guess we're going to have to wait and find out. Obviously, I'm no longer part of Daniel's camp, so I'm not privy to anything of that. But, you know, he's looked really good in his last few fights. And I think he's definitely been on a roll. The momentum is there. The confidence is there. The age is there. The youthfulness is there. The freshness is there. It's all there for him to win the fight.
From an Usyk perspective, though, does he look like a fighter who isn't as in the peak of his powers as he once was?
No, you know, seasoning is everything in boxing, as Sean Porter said, and timing is everything. I think Daniel's caught him at the right time. I'm not taking away from Usyk. I think Usyk is a phenomenal fighter, phenomenal athlete. To move up in weight, to become undisputed at cruiserweight, undisputed at heavyweight, that speaks of his talent. You know, you can't fake that. You can't make that up. It's no pretend. The man is supremely talented. But time and seasoning is everything in the sport, and I've always believed Daniel could beat him. So we're just gonna have to wait and find out.
Very last thing, Clarissa Shields is back out in action as well too. But now that Savannah Marshall has signed with MVP, that brings Jake Paul into the mix, and the ingredients for the rematch between Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields, or Clarissa Savannah Marshall with Jake Paul in there. Do you think those two are on a collision course very soon?
I hope so. I think the first fight was an amazing fight. You know, with Jake Paul now being involved, that's a whole nother level of build-up. That's a whole nother level of trash talk, and the build-up itself is going to be entertaining. So I would love to see the rematch. The first fight was really good, and the rematch, I think, has all the makings to be just as good. And I hope Clarissa can get on board, get herself a nice little payday, and show why she's the queen.
Caroline, pleasure speaking to you. Thanks for speaking the seconds out. Enjoy the rest of the award show. Looking forward to seeing you back in action. Thank you.